In a bright and peaceful kingdom, surrounded by green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a young princess named Liana. She had kind eyes, a warm smile, and a curious heart that loved learning about the world around her. Princess Liana lived in a beautiful castle. One sunny morning, while walking through the royal gardens, Liana found a small empty silver jar resting beside an old wooden bench. The jar was simple, but it shimmered softly in the sunlight. Nearby, a tiny brown squirrel was carefully gathering acorns and hiding them beneath a large oak tree. The squirrel worked patiently, carrying one acorn at a time and storing them safely for the future. Princess Liana sat quietly and watched the little animal. Day after day, the squirrel returned, always collecting and saving its food instead of eating everything at once. The small creature's careful habit filled the princess with wonder. Inspired by what she saw, Princess Liana carried the silver jar back to her room. From that day forward, whenever she received a coin, a gift, or a small allowance from the royal treasury, she placed one coin into the jar. At first, the jar held only a few coins that gently clinked at the bottom, but the princess remained patient. Each week she added another coin, just as the squirrel added another acorn beneath the tree. Seasons slowly changed. The gardens bloomed in spring, the sun shone brightly in summer, golden leaves fell in autumn, and soft snow covered the kingdom in winter. Little by little, the silver jar began to fill. 1 year later, a strong storm swept across the kingdom. Heavy rains flooded some village roads and damaged many small homes. Farmers struggled to repair their fields, and some families worried about how they would rebuild. Princess Liana remembered the silver jar in her room. She carefully carried it to the royal hall. Inside the jar were many coins she had saved patiently over time. They sparkled like tiny stars as they poured onto the table. With those saved coins, the princess helped the villagers repair their homes, fix broken bridges, and restore the gardens that had been washed away by the storm. Soon the village was full of life again. Children played in the streets, farmers returned to their fields, and flowers bloomed once more. A quiet afternoon, Princess Liana walked back into the royal garden. Beneath the great oak tree, the little brown squirrel was still busy storing acorns for the future. From that day forward, Princess Liana always remembered that even the smallest savings, when gathered patiently over time, could grow into something powerful enough to help many people. And in the peaceful kingdom surrounded by green hills, the princess, the squirrel, and the little silver jar became a gentle reminder that saving today can create kindness and security tomorrow.